This is always a very scary part for me. That's overstating it. This is always a bit of a tenuous part to me. I hate rolling back off of this trailer like this. I try to do it as smoothly and gently as I can, but for whatever reason, it's like a roller coaster ride. Once I'm tilted backwards, it's fine. But I move that boom out to be a little bit of a lever, hopefully to maintain my balance. Now we're going to dig some test holes today, and I'm not exactly sure where, but eventually we're going to dig a pond here. This will be the biggest TTWD project yet. Now we've been here before. This is Brian's house. We were here last year. We actually used our soil pulverizer and his Johnny. Do you remember the Johnny Inspired Johnny video? Well, that's where we are. Now I'm not sure which size bucket I'm actually going to use, so I'll take both of them out there. I've got an 18-inch with teeth that came with the unit, and I've also got a 3-foot ditching bucket. Brian, what do we got going here today?
Well, working towards getting the pond put in, and one of the suggestions I got from the county was to dig down in a couple areas and just see if we got groundwater flowing in or if it looks like things are going to drain out.
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind saving this river rock. That's why I brought my Johnny out. I thought maybe we could scoop some of that out and save it. And we use some of that out in the dog area, and I'll save it and put it out there. And
how deep does that river rock grow?
I believe it's down about 2 feet.
Oh, it's that much?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice because you didn't have to bring Johnny since I have one. So.
Right.
We're showing how Casey and Johnny can work together.
Okay, so you might notice the smudge in the lower left. We had a huge smudge right on the lens of our big camera, and we didn't notice it for 2 entire projects. And that's one of the negatives of what we do. We can't fill the hole back in and say, well, let's just shoot that again. Still, we wanted to show you this episode because we thought it was kind of interesting. So thanks for your patience.
Colander bucket.
You're mixing it all up with cooking here now.
Absolutely.
It is dinner time, so, you know, that's fair.
I don't see anything out here I want to eat, though.
Where's your rear ballast?
I know. I don't have any.
Can you believe this? After this whole time of being a TTWT student, and you still don't have rear ballast?
Especially after I saw the video from last week.
Brian, you can get a heavy hitch at heavyhitch.com, 5% discount with what's your code?
TTWT.
That's right. So why haven't you got one?
Oh, I'm on it.
Okay, I'm just playing in the water.
Okay. Now I am in trouble with no rear ballast.
I really had no idea how much rock there was going to be in here. It's pretty amazing. Now, I'm finally down to mud over here now, but there was a lot of rock in here. I don't know if he had a whole truckload, probably a whole truckload put in here. Naturally, we won't be able to get it all out. You know, some of it will be kind of lost in there. He really needs rear ballast on that tractor. You know, the amazing thing about the whole rear ballast discussion is not only do we repeat it over and over, all the online forums, Facebook, everywhere else we see online, we preach it. Ballast, 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 ballast. And yet we see users time and again who try to go without. And for whatever reason, I don't know if they think it doesn't apply to them or if they think we're just being safety Sallies, but you have to have it. Okay, that's all.
So why did you decide to put a pond here?
Well, my wife's got dogs, and she wanted a pond for them to swim in, and it would be fun maybe to have some fish or something in it.
Okay.
And I've got some natural drainage issues over in this area. So
it's already wet here.
It's already wet
why
here.
not make it wetter?
Exactly.
So what's the process you went through to figure out? Can you just dig a pond on your own property, or do you have to ask somebody's permission?
No, we have to get a permit.
Okay.
So Fed had the Department of Natural Resources out and the county drainage, and came out and did a soil report. And then I've actually got a file for a permit. But one of the things they suggested was to dig a couple test holes just to try to understand how much drainage, natural drainage there is, or
Okay.
how much it might fill up. So sometimes you get down 6-8 feet and naturally starts filling with water.
Right.
So that's helpful if we're going to try to keep the pond full, because if not, if we get down and we find the water's draining out, then we might actually have to supplement and put water in it.
Okay. So how much has the permits cost you so far?
I believe the permit's going to be $350.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plus the work to get the pond dug, and because
Yes.
little Johnny that you have really probably can't dig this.
No. It's going to be a lot of work just for Casey too, so
Well, yeah. And then ponds are upkeep.
they are.
We haven't started upkeeping our pond yet. It just keeps overflowing.
Being farmland, there is a decent amount of topsoil there, but you get down a couple feet and you're starting to get into the clay.
So how big are you planning for this pond to be?
It'll be about a half an acre total
Okay.
when it's done. Quarter to half right in there.
Okay.
I can figure out what I'm doing with all this dirt.
Did you see we hit water?
Yep, that's what I was.
Wanting or hoping for?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. We're at 5 feet now. Didn't take us long, did it?
Is that only 5 feet deep?
Yep.
Now, you were wanting to hit water, right?
Yes, because that way, hopefully, everything will help drain in and help keep it full.
Oh, I don't think we're going to have a problem keeping it full. So it's going to be a spring-fed pond.
Yeah, that would be great. Till it overflows.
Well, 5 foot deep, that's going to be a lot of dirt to get out of here. You know, you were talking, I mean, by the time we pile up and everything else around here,
Yeah, I want about 6 feet. So.
I think technically I need to have some step downs. That's what I was digging there, was a step down. I think technically I need to have it on both sides if I'm over 5 foot.
Probably. I think I got a couple feet of topsoil there.
Well, Brian, we've got a hole.
We do have a hole.
So we're about, you measured about 5 foot deep, right?
Right. Yep.
And I see water. I mean, it's just coming right in on the side. In fact, I believe I see it coming in almost a
Yep.
foot above the
Yeah, I do too.
above the bottom of the hole. So probably about 4 feet deep, we've hit water table. I find that stunning.
Yeah, especially since my well's 120 feet deep. So.
I think we could probably just get your drinking water right here,
Yeah.
but maybe we ought to let it clear up a little
Yeah,
bit.
just a little bit.
No, we tried to put these sides on here so it shouldn't collapse. But we're going to leave this. How long are you going to leave this, and what's your plans here?
Hoping to now that we have this, I can go finalize my permit on my size and depth and everything and tell them that. And if I can get my permit in July, then here in about a month or so, hopefully we can start digging the whole thing.
Man, that sounds like a lot of fun. So, yeah, the intent is, assuming you can get your permits, the intent is for us to dig this thing. We're actually discussing a little bit about inviting some TTW viewers and getting several Johnnies out here to move some of this dirt.
That'd be great.
What do you think about that?
Be great. I just have to find out with my permit, because you're supposed to say what contractor's doing the work and everything. So
yeah,
I'll just have to let them know.
You know, we have insurance issues. There's so
Yeah.
many things we may not be able to do this, but that's something we've at least tried to consider on this.
Yeah,
And
sounds like a great plan.
because we know there's going to be a lot of dirt if we dig all this out. What'd you say, like 100 by 200?
Yes.
That's a lot of dirt.
Yep. Someone
could start calculating. That's going to be a few trips with Johnny's.
Yeah, it's a lot of trips with Johnny. And we're going to have ballast.
I think you know the website.
Yep.
And I think you're going to have to do that.
I think so too.
Before I come back, if I don't see a heavy hitch, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I can understand. I'm going to be disappointed if I tip over trying to haul this dirt. Too,
You know, folks, we talk about ballast all the time. People are sick of hearing about ballast, but time and time again we see people that say, you know what, I probably don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
I probably don't need it. Well, I guess you don't have me dumping big loads of dirt in your bucket. Everybody doesn't. But still, if you're using that loader and hauling a full load of anything, you need ballast. You'll end up on the side, or you'll end up someplace you don't want to end up.
Absolutely.
So, hey, I can't wait to do this.
It's gonna be a ball. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna dig some dirt.
I like to dig.
Yeah, I can tell.
Thanks, Brian.
Yep,
Appreciate
thank
it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time on
Tractor Time with Tim.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, Brian.
Oh, pleasure. Thanks for being here.
I wanted to shake your hand. You never look.
I never look.
That's all right.
I'll try it again. Thanks.